Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And today, sis, we're going to take a look at some fun vintage appliances, okay?
Okay.
Particularly popcorn poppers. And so, anyways, I want to share with our friends that I have a little bit, don't have a big collection of them, okay, but you can see we have a few, and I've got them, most of them kind of shined up for you here. But what I want to do is start with this one. We'll get to it, but I don't know how long it's going to take, but I think we should make some popcorn. What do you think, Mir?
Sounds good.
So I've already put the oil in, and I've got my little measuring cup that comes with the popcorn machine, with the popcorn popper. We're going to put it in. It tells us to do that and to plug it in. Okay, we'll let it do its thing. But let's start down at this end. Where? Here. So, you know, because we live in a world, Marianne, of instant gratification, making popcorn these days is really about putting a paper bag into a microwave oven and hitting a button, right?
Right.
That's how most people make popcorn. And no problem if that's how you like to do it. But I know, and you might remember, Mare, when we were kids, it was a real treat to make popcorn. And maybe you didn't even have a popcorn maker, a popcorn popper like one of these. You used a pot on the stove and did it that way. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Remember Mary Pruno, our babysitter?
Yeah.
She used to make popcorn for us like that. And we didn't even have one of these. We eventually got one, and that was a big deal because then we could make popcorn ourselves, and we loved it. But popcorn poppers have been around for a long time, and you can see they, earlier on, they are either metal or a combination of metal and glass, and really couldn't be more simple. Here is a made-right popcorn popper. This was made in Mansfield, Ohio. So some of my appliance friends might tell me that this was made by Dominion, which I think was also in Mansfield, Ohio, and they made small appliances. But you see the heating element there?
Yeah.
So you plugged it in, that got hot. Here you had a bowl. Here's your cord and instructions. You had a bowl like this. You put your oil in, you put your popcorn in, you plugged it in, and you let it do its magic. And you had a bowl of popcorn. Now here's a little bit of a larger one. This one is made by Mirro aluminum, and this is a one-piece unit. And you can see
It's been used.
Me, yeah, it's been used, and it's always amazed me, Mayor, why people don't clean things out after they use them. So many of my appliances, I'm like, really? You couldn't even wipe this thing out? By the way, this oil is a cooking. I can hear it. Look at this one, Mayor. This one, I don't think this one's ever been used. Look at the inside of that. Look at the cord. Still wound up. I think a lot of these people got these as gifts and never used them. This is also made by Dominion in Mansfield, Ohio. So there you go, my friends in Mansfield. So there's another popcorn popper. This one's got a pilot light. You can see that it lights up when it's on. Now the reason I put this one next to the one that we are using to make popcorn, one is a Knapp-Monarch. Knapp-Monarch corn popper, Ready Pop, automatic. And Knapp-Monarch was a small appliance maker. They made all kinds of things, small appliances, and they made even electric fans and stuff like that. But look at them, Mir. Do you see how they're kind of the same?
Yeah. And I just saw one pop.
Are you hearing what I'm hearing?
Yep.
So this one, do you see the brand on this one, Mir, is an AMC. That's not the car company. AMC is an acronym, like associated something. But it was basically a private store brand for a number of department stores. And it was carried here in Michigan, particularly in Detroit, by the J.L. Hudson Company, carried AMC appliances, and it was their store brand. So I'm thinking that this was probably made by Knapp-Monarch because they are exactly the same popper. Can you see that? Now this one is, look how filthy dirty this is. If we ever use this, I'm going to have to give it a good cleaning. Oh, and that smell, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, does that smell good. But these are nice because they are automatic. After the popcorn's popped, the heating shuts off and the popcorn stays warm. Comes with a little tin cup here that gives you 2 measurements. You fill it to here with vegetable oil, and that's about 1/4 of a cup, and then you fill the cup entirely with popcorn. And you put it in. That's all I did. Only 2 things to measure. Oh, listen to that. God, I love that. Now this one, I kept it. I wanted to show the box with it. This was made by Fostoria, 3-quart popcorn popper. Children are wild about it. Do you see that?
Yes.
See how much fun they're having? And where was Fostoria? They were a division of McGraw Edison Company. It looks like Boonville, Missouri. So there's the Fostoria. Here's one from Muncie Products. They were in Little Rock, Arkansas. This is also a 2-piece unit. Kind of reminds me of the one down there, where you just basically have your heating element here. This one has a glass top, and then you have your bowl there, and that's it. I mean, couldn't be more simple. Look, oh, isn't that fun?
Yes.
God, it just smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I assume they figured out how much popcorn you need and how high the lid is, so that one doesn't, you know what I mean, doesn't blow the lid off of it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's almost done popping, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to pull the plug on the popper. It does say it's automatic, so I don't know if I need to or not, but I think I don't want the popcorn to burn. Oh, it's still popping. All right, let's do one more, Mayor. Let's show our friends this. So they eventually evolved into a larger unit. They almost started looking like spaceships, didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't they kind of look like a flying saucer? This is a Mirromatic, and you can see now it has a plastic lid instead of glass. But again, same idea. Okay, I'm going to unplug it because now I think it is done popping. Same idea where you put your oil and popcorn there, and then, you know, it's nice to have a clear lid. You can kind of see what's going on. Also by Mirromatic, Pop and Serve. And look at that color. You see I left the tag on here somewhere. You see which store it's from?
Hudson.
Hudson's, J.L. Hudson's, one of the greatest department stores and the greatest stores that Detroit ever had. And we miss it. But anyways, here is in totally bright red, 4 quarts. You just pop it. When it's done popping, you turn it over, and you have this nice bowl to serve your popcorn in. And then here's a Hamilton Beach butter up corn popper. Now, this sort of came into style because what you would do, Mayor, is it had a little thing that you would put actually pieces of butter in, and you can see there were holes here. And of course, the heat from the popcorn popper would cause the butter to drip through the holes and butter the popcorn as it popped. And it even says, butters, they never took the sticker off. Butters as it pops. There's only one thing I like better than football, my new Hamilton Beach electric corn popper. There it is. And this one even has your little instruction. Look at her. Isn't she swanky? Okay. Then, let's come over here. This one is by Sears. And this also had a feature. Here, Mary, you can see on top. It had, see these little holes up here? And it had a lid. And you would slice your butter up. You'd put it in here. You'd put the lid on. It'd pop. The butter would drip down into the popcorn maker. And you would turn it over. And Sears Roebuck and Company there. God, look at these colors. Red, orange, or yellow, harvest gold, bright orange. Then this is an interesting one by Empire. Never used. Here's the box. It's called a Munch Maker. Saucepan and popper. So you can see it still has a little card on it. And there's the cord. But you just basically put your popcorn in oil. Kind of works like the old ones over here. And you can use it to pop popcorn. Or, you know, it's a little saucepan. You could heat soup up in it or whatever. But I wanted to bring it out because to me I think it really does best as a popper. Ooh, that's hot. Now, I have to figure out a way to get that popcorn out of there without making a big mess. So let's try it. We got a potholder because I do believe this is going to be hot. Okay. Wow. There it is. Look at that. Yeah, there's a few unpopped ones. But now, of course, we got to put some salt on it and give it a try. But, Mary, do you remember Jiffy Pop?
Yes, I
I don't know
do.
if they still make that or not. That, of course, was made on the stove. And, you know, everything was already self-contained. It had the oil in there and the popcorn, and all you had to do was just pop it on the stovetop. But do you remember we used to have a popcorn maker when we were a kid?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. You know, a very good snack. And it, you know, a little melted butter wouldn't hurt. But very good. And I think popcorn's relatively healthy.
Yeah.
And you can see what we did here. Vegetable oil, popcorn seed, a little salt. The butter might fatten it up a little bit. I never know what's in those microwave popcorns. But there's a lot of ingredients. But I know it's convenient. But things evolved to like, remember the air poppers?
Yeah.
That just popped with hot air and no oil and things like that. But here's the kind of popcorn poppers we grew up with, and I just wanted to share this part of the appliance collection with our food friends. So get yourself a bag of popcorn and get popping. Again, you can make it on the stovetop if you don't have a popcorn popper, but these sure are fun. Anyways, thank you. I was happy to share this little part of the collection with you. I want to thank my sister for working the camera. Thanks, sister. And we want to thank our food friends for watching. Remind them the website, cavalcadeoffood.com. Please subscribe, share, and like if you're into what we do here at Cavalcade of Food. Keep popping out there, folks. And we'll look forward to seeing you again real soon here on Cavalcade of Food. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.